The JLab JBuds Air. They're a pair of truly wireless earbuds that only cost $50. Are they actually worth it? What is up, guys? I'm Benji from BenObi Tech and welcome back to another video. So a couple weeks ago, JLab decided to send out a pair of their JBuds Air for me to try out and review. Of course, they're not sponsoring the video, so this is my 100% unbiased opinion on the JLab JBuds Air. So starting off with the design of the JBuds Air, they come in this nice black charging case, which kind of reminds me of the Galaxy Buds, the way it's shaped, and also the way the buds actually fit in here and everything. So the case itself doesn't have wireless charging or anything, but it actually charges via USB-A, and it has a convenient USB-A cable already built into the case, which is actually really cool. You don't really need an extra cable or anything, and the cool thing is you can actually plug it in either side. So you can plug it in like this, or you can plug it in like that. Doesn't matter. This thing is double-sided. So if you want to open this case one-handed, unfortunately it is kind of hard. You kind of have to, like, yeah, it's a bit of a struggle. I honestly prefer the design of AirPods in terms of case, but I really like the fact that it comes with a built-in cable. So I guess that kind of makes up for the shape of the case. Something I found quite annoying actually is sometimes when you take the buds out of your case and like you've got them in your ears, you put them in your hand and you like mess about with them a little bit. When you put them back into the case, you can actually put the left earbud in the right earbud charging socket and the right one in the left one. They can go in very easily, and then when you use them again, you end up putting the left earbud in your right ear. It's kind of annoying, honestly. Of course, they will charge if you invert them, but this is something I love about the AirPods is you put the left earbud into the right thing and it won't actually go in, which I think is way better than JLab's solution. But a cool thing is, unlike the Pixel Buds, if you try to shake the case, the buds, yeah, it takes a bit of persuasion for the buds to fall out. That's enough about the case. The buds themselves actually have interchangeable ear tips, and they also come with these cush fins, which is basically kind of like a rubber seal to isolate sound a little better. And you just put them around the buds, and the buds themselves will have a harder time falling out of your ears and all that good stuff. They can even help keep dust and sweat out. But honestly, I don't use them because they're just uncomfortable. Something cool about the JBuds Air is they actually have IP55 water resistance, which means they're sweat resistant and they're dust resistant up to a certain level. And of course, I think they can even withstand rain if you go out running in the rain or you sweat a lot while you're running. And these should do a pretty good job keeping water and stuff out of your ear and of course out of the earbuds. So on each earbud you have a multi-function button, so you just press it and you can play, pause, skip to the next track, summon Siri or Google Assistant or Bixby. And sometimes when you have to like long press on the button, it's kind of hard. You have to squeeze your ear a little bit. I don't really find that very comfortable. I prefer gestures or whatever, but I guess these are $50, so they had to find a way where you could skip and play, pause and stuff. Anyway, they connect like pretty much any other Bluetooth earbuds or headphones or whatever. The initial pairing process is a little more complex, but of course there's instructions in the box which tell you how to pair them and stuff. So you have to pair them to each other and then pair them to the phone. But once they're paired to each other, you're good. You don't have to like repair them or anything, which is very convenient. They come with Bluetooth 5.0, which means better sound quality and longer range, which is always a good thing. But something I don't really like about these, that in fact I kind of hate, being someone who uses multiple devices on a daily basis, like I use my MacBook, I use my iPhone, occasionally I use my Hackintosh. I switch between devices multiple times throughout the day. And when I was using the JBuds Air, it was actually really annoying because every time I opened the case and put the earbuds in my ear, they would auto connect, but they would auto connect to the last device I was connected to. So if I was listening to music on my phone and I went onto my computer and wanted to watch a YouTube video or edit a video, I would have to go into my iPhone, turn Bluetooth off, and then pair it to the computer again. It's a pretty long process, and honestly, when you're in a rush and you want to like listen to music or do something quickly on your phone real quick, and you've been connected to another device, it's kind of an inconvenience. But of course, if you're someone who only has an iPhone, or you have an iPhone and a Mac, and you only use the JBuds Air with your iPhone or Android phone or whatever, then you're fine. But honestly, like for me, for my lifestyle, connecting these to other devices was an absolute pain. Now, something that I don't really like is that unlike AirPods, AirPods, which work independently of each other, the JBuds Air actually don't. The left earbud relies on the right earbud, and the right earbud is basically the main connection point. And if you lose the right earbud, you're screwed. Like, you can't use the JBuds. Oh, and also when you're on a phone call, for some reason, it only works on the right earbud. Even if you have the left one in your ears, you can only hear the person on the other side with the right earbud. Even FaceTime audio, I've tried on multiple devices, and it's the same everywhere. So you can only listen to someone on a phone call with the right earbud. And I have checked with JLab, and they have confirmed that this is actually, like, I guess a feature. It's not an issue or anything that I'm having with my model. Yeah, I don't really know why they didn't just add it to both. I guess it's to keep these cheap. I don't know. But sound quality wise, I actually was blown away the first time I listened to these. They sound really, really great. They have great bass, better bass than my AirPods. And they also have 3 different modes that you can choose from, like sound modes, I guess they're called. They have a balanced mode, which basically balances the audio. And then you also have a bass boosted mode, which will basically boost the bass. Honestly, I'm not really a fan of that. It kind of like drowns out the rest of the sound, which is really weird. And then you also have a JLab signature mode, which I think is the best sounding. It has the best sounds for everything, and of course it's built for these buds. Now these have really, really good noise isolation because they actually fit in your ear very tightly and securely. They can really block out sound, especially when you're wearing the cush fins. Compared to my AirPods, which my AirPods just sit in my ear and then like noise just gets in. It's not really good. But these actually, because they fit tightly in your ear, they block out any sound that comes in. Of course, you still will hear the outside world, but you won't hear it as much as you would on a pair of AirPods, for example. They don't have any like noticeable latency. Like, I've edited a couple of videos with these. I've played PUBG, played a bunch of other like games, and I've not really had any latency issues, which I have had on some other Bluetooth earbuds around this price range. But another thing that I don't really like is that these aren't actually that loud. Like, if you try to listen to music at a full volume, they're not really going to be as loud as, for example, my AirPods. They're loud enough, but honestly, it would be great if they were a little bit louder. And unfortunately, these kind of missed the mark. Battery life is pretty much what it says on the website. I get about 3 to 4 hours of listening time. 15 minutes of charging actually give you an hour of listening time, which is great. They have fast charging, and the earbuds take about an hour to charge themselves from 0 to 100. The case itself charges in 2 hours, so yeah, pretty good charging times around the board. So comfort wise, I actually found the JBuds Air very uncomfortable, for me at least. These fit so securely in my ear that it kind of makes me nauseous, I guess. They're not the most comfortable pair of earbuds I've ever tried, especially with the cush fins. As I said earlier, they get really, really uncomfortable. But of course, that's just me. Maybe it's not the same with you. And because they have different sized ear tips, then of course you can get the perfect fit for your ear, which is always a good thing. But I mean, at the end of the day, these are only 50 bucks, so they're a really, really good deal for what you get. So in conclusion, for 50 bucks, these are actually pretty worth it if they fit your ears. Like, for me, if I bought these headphones, I would have already returned them because like they're really uncomfortable. And I mean, for 50 bucks, you get really, really good sound out of these. They have great battery life. They're very portable. And I guess they also have decent volume, and they have sound profiles, a lot of other things that AirPods themselves don't have, and other Bluetooth earbuds. But I mean, if you're planning on getting these and using them with multiple devices, I would pass because it is an absolute nightmare to do that. So I mean, if you have 50 bucks and you're looking for a pair of truly wireless earbuds, definitely pick these up. If they don't fit your ears, or if there's something about them you don't like and you want to return them, fortunately, JLab actually has a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So if you don't like them, within 30 days, you can send the buds back, which I think is a very, very good idea on JLab's part. If you're interested in picking one of these up, I will link some affiliate links in the description below. If you use the links in the description to buy these or buy anything else on Amazon, part of the money you spend will go and support the channel. So I mean, at the end of the day, for 50 bucks, can't really complain that much about these. So yeah, that about wraps this video up. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by hitting that like button down below. If you're new, smash the subscribe button and ring the bell so then you'll be notified every time I upload a video. You can get to my videos early and you won't miss an upload. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Benji from BenObi Tech. I'll catch you guys in the very next video.